So the final stage of our little Moai pot, head pot or empty brain pot, whatever you want to call it, is to add some decoration to the surface. And if I hold this one up nice and close, you can see that I've started to add some patterns in dots and lines all around, and I've added the fern, the koru, the sort of swirl there, which is very important in Maori culture. And this sort of face decoration you've learnt about is called Ta Moko in Maori culture, so Ta Moko. And every Ta Moko is unique and often tells who a person is, who their ancestors were, what their tribe is. Tells a lot about a person. And you can do the same with your Ta Moko, your tattooing, and you can personalize it. You can add symbols, your star sign, you could add numbers, your date of birth if you like, or you could just simply go for a decorative style. So using a tool, have a play with different ends of the tool, what sort of marks you can make. But one of my favorites is to use dots. So I'm looking here at emphasizing the shape around the eyes with dots. And an important part of Ta Moko is that it's symmetrical. So you're always trying to do the same on one side of the face as the other. That's very normal. And we can do dots all around the nostrils and so on. And I think around the mouth it's really important to add decoration as well. So dots is one really good way. Equally, you could use lines, so you can draw into the clay. And when you're doing that, you'll notice you get little spurs of little extra bits of clay that come up. And you've obviously got to brush those off. And then you've got to remember that at the end, you need to pick them all up and put them into the bin. Because if they're not picked up and put into the bin, they get wiped into the desk and they turn into dust. So you can draw if you wish to, and try to think about those kind of South Pacific shapes like the swirls, which is called the koru, which is a symbol of the fern meaning symbolizing kind of new life, new beginnings, growth, etc. So you could think about the end of this academic year being really the new beginning of starting year 9, because it's not very far away now. Like so. So you carry on and you can decorate the whole thing. You can go all the way around the back. So around the back you might want to do sort of decorative patterns more like a pot. So for example, you might do a nice line of dots that goes all the way around the pot and back around again. And there are other tools that you can play around that give you different sorts of marks.